So here we have Casanovas Jewel, number 3 in the white, and Yes, number 4 in the green. Now, Jason told me after, he said Yes trained better than anybody. I believe he was wrong. I think that, as I said, West 52nd for me stole the show, but for anybody that's ever been around the horses in our barn, Yes is always going to be a favorite. This is a colt that looked mediocre last year, but every single time he went on the track, every single time he trained, he looked a little bit better. For Greg Schoner out there goes just a tad. He's training again. He went by them right there with the red bandages on. Looks okay, but a little bit of work to do. But as they start out, I see Greg Peck has transplanted himself into this training set also. Yes is the guy up front. 4 green. Number 3 is Casanovas Jewel. These are 2 colts I got high hopes for. 2 colts I thought very highly of. You couldn't find 2 colts that liked their work more last year than these 2. Casanovas Jewel was the colt that had that big win last year in the Stallion Series where he made the break at the 5/8, spotted the field about, it seemed like a light year, and come back and won the race in dramatic fashion. Just an impressive mile out of him. He wore hobbles his whole life. He hasn't worn them yet since he came back from the field and looks pretty comfortable doing his work there. Yes, he had hobbles on last year, but we always thought that he probably wouldn't need them this year. I think that was a pretty good consensus. You can see how fluid his gait is, and he absolutely loves to be on the playground. Look at here, straight up in the air in this colt. He's all business. And Casanovas Jewel, Todd's just going to keep him back a couple lengths, see if he can get him to fall asleep. I hate when Todd does that. I wish he'd just roll up onto their backs. Drives me crazy when he sits 2.5, 3 lengths back. But that's exactly what he's doing here with Casanovas Jewel. But you can see they're rolling along a little bit more. I think Jason's got that stopwatch. It might just be decoration, because I don't think he went as slow as he wanted to today with this guy. They were going to go a mile in 35 or 40, and I know, I'm looking at them go right now. They definitely went more than 35, but these are aged. So this is a horse that took America 57 as a 2-year-old and was only missed 1 check in his entire life. Was only off the board twice in his entire life, and was a force in Ohio. And by the looks of what I'm looking at, could very well be again this year. This is one good-looking, powerful colt. Jason has an argument for the best-looking horse of the day, but I still think West 52nd stole the show. Very interested to see what's going to take place in another 10 seconds when Todd rolls Casanovas Jewel out of the 2-hole. I want to see how he trots and how he behaves, because I know this guy wants to be a good horse, and I hope he is, because he deserves to be a good horse. He is a worker. Yes is well in hand here. Todd's going to let this guy trot out of the hole, I would hope. Yep, here he comes. He just lets him roll up alongside of him. But, you know, these miles are a lot of confidence for horses like Casanovas Jewel, who made a lot of breaks last year. You can tell Jason's just swinging on Yes. And Casanovas Jewel's going with him, but you can tell the stature of the 2 horses. Yes is a bigger, stronger colt there. He's matured into a much bigger, stronger colt than Casanovas Jewel. But in typical Todd fashion, Todd and I are going to have a talk about this, letting the pull up right here in the turn. That's a big no-no here at the stable, and he should know that by now. But I want these horses powering through the turn into the next backstretch, and at least till right here. You can see right about where Jason starts wrapping him up. So that is that set. That's all of them for today, actually. I had a real good day training. I would say, looking back, all the 2-year-olds we went with were impressive. We actually had a little bit of an issue with in Fortune and Fire set where we went with 3 of them. The filly made a break, Path of Totality. She had a little cut in her mouth. We're going to work on that this week. Maybe make some shoeing changes with her too. I noticed she stumbled in one place, the exact same place that Mario lost Anteros. We'll be working with Anteros this week also. So a couple little changes to make. I guess it wasn't a perfect day, but all in all, a really, really good day here at thestable.ca. West 52nd, and Yes, very impressive. Oso Pine was pretty good, and he'll come back next week with the hobbles on. No issues with him. Who else do we have? Hard 8 looked really, really good. Timel Houdini and Hutulo looked really, really good. Buckingham. They all looked really, really good today training. That's exactly what we wanted to see, especially after the horrible Friday night I had in London, to have them come out. It didn't matter how cold it was today. It still put a smile on my face to see them train. So that's all the sets we had for today. That's all the horses. And I hope everybody's had a good weekend. Certainly did not and will not warm up here for quite a while in Ontario. See you soon.